Hey YouTube, welcome back or welcome to my channel. I'm Uga Plays Arma, and my channel is based off of Arma Reforger related content, whether that'll be tutorials that you find on how to do things or just general gameplay or funny moments. I'm here to deliver it all. I'm a new channel, up and coming, so I'm hoping I can maybe build myself. I post a lot of my clips on Reddit, I'll post them here on YouTube, I'll move to Twitter soon. So anyways, let's get on with what you're here for, right? That's what you want. I'm here to show you how you could build your loadout for vanilla or vanilla plus related content inside of Arma Reforger. Instead of spending a half an hour, 45 minutes like all the other people do at the arsenal at the main base, instead of going and fighting and having fun, I'll show you how you can do it in just under a few minutes. It's all about finding your playstyle. Anyways, I'll see you in the video. So right here I have the three main playstyles that you'll see inside of Arma Reforger. And I don't mean playstyles like run and gun or snipe. This is just what people will build their loadouts off of. This is the three main that you'll see. On the left here, we have our basic loadout guy. He won't always have this gun or like this loadout, but he'll just have a pretty basic looking loadout. He's just here to have fun, play the game. You know how it is. And in the middle here, we have the minimalist. This is what I favor too. He just runs what he has to. He's fast, even though he's maybe not bulletproof like this dude on the right, but he's very fast. He brings what he needs. He has storage, and he does have a little extra storage, but he overall just brings what he needs. And on the right here, we have the guy who's doing too much. But look, we're all guilty of doing this, bringing a saw and a sniper. You know, you want to have fun. You're really heavy though, and there's downsides to each class. There's upsides to the advantages. They're all great ideas, but I'm going to show you how you could find your playstyle in Arma Reforger. Now, this right here is an arsenal. I'm sure most of you already know that. But when you hop inside, you'll see, usually there's two arsenals. I have one combined here. You'll see an arsenal for all your medical and your clothing and stuff, and then your guns. Breaking down how you build your loadout should be into three different things. Your utility, which is your medical or equipment, your guns, and your overall clothing / storage. I'll show you how you could build your loadout in just a few minutes right here. So I always start with torso. When you're playing either side, you want to go with a torso, a shirt that's rolled down. Compared to a shirt that's rolled up, you're showing a lot of skin. It doesn't matter really, but if you want stealth over the same weight, it's the same weight. I just picked one of these two, the BDU blouse or the M65 field jacket. If you go over here, you could also pick this one. It's just a different color scheme. I like this one. I think the camo is nice, but when it comes to legs, pants, you want to stick with the same camo. Keep the same camouflage going. If you don't, it kind of mismatches. When it comes to boots, I always run jungle boots. They weigh the same, and they match every single one because they have a little bit of green in them. They fit all camos. A lot of people run the gloves. I'm not a glove guy. You can if you want. They don't weigh a lot, but I don't personally run them. A big thing you'll notice when it comes to Arma Reforger is that at the top right here, you want to rely off your weight. If you weigh too light, you're most likely going to be easier to kill. If you weigh too heavy, you'll be harder to kill just a little bit, but you'll also be like a tank. Like a slow glass tank, pretty much. You don't move a lot. Let me fix that. You don't move a lot, and when you're shot, you can't really escape. So when it comes to headwear, I typically will run one of these three helmets. Today, we'll go with this one. You can run a balaclava if you want. I'll put one on for the sake of this video. This one's a little bit better of a balaclava in my opinion. Okay. And when it comes to backpacks, you can run whatever you want. I generally just take the medical bag. It has amazing storage. It's not bad storage. It's light, and I think the medium backpack has too much storage. This has just enough storage. So when it comes to your vests, you have a few options here. And I know it can look kind of scary sometimes. So what do I want to wear? Do I want to wear the grenadier, try to have more grenade space? There's so many options. This, generally useless. Honestly, this whole page is generally useless. The standard is okay, but these are heavy, and they give up, and there's a lot of storage, which is good. But I'll show you later on. You can have a lot less storage and a lot less weight, and still be able to fit adequate amount of ammunition. So if we go over here, I usually rely on one of these three. The officer, you know, you don't really have a lot of space. I don't really use this one. The sniper, you have just enough space. I'll show you what this one looks like. It's low on you, doesn't stick out very much, and you have just a little bit of space. The commander is where I always go. I always go to the commander. I think this one's amazing. It has just the perfect amount of storage, the perfect amount of spots for grenades. It's amazing. Always take this bayonet out. You never use it. There's no need. So now the other section of vests, you'll have your body armor. There's two types of body armor, technically three. The survival vest here takes up this slot right here, your body armor slot, and the chest rig spot. It's not very good. It just has a bunch of storage. There's no armor value to it. And then your M69 vest, these top two right here, they have very light armor protection, but they're not bad. They weigh like, what? Yeah, 3.6, that's pretty good. But this whole thing I'm talking about weight is to save up for this vest right here. I always will run this vest. I think it has it's the best armor value. Nothing can really go through it on the first shot. Maybe like a incendiary SVD mag, you know, something with like a high caliber round. But generally, this will keep you protected pretty well. When it comes to guns, I like to keep a pretty strict regimen on guns. When it goes to rifles, you know, you'll see all these assault rifles you can take. Oh my god, there's so many, right? I can break this down super simple into the best one you can take. The carbine. Automatic. It shoots the same round, I believe, as the M16A2. Yes, same round. So it's pretty much the same, except it's automatic. Now, there is still a lot of carbines. You could take, I usually break it down into this. I think it's on the next page. Yes, this one right here, with a suppressor and a sight, or this one right here with a grenade launcher, and I'll put a sight on it. But typically, I just take this one. It's an amazing gun. I have nothing bad to say about it. But when it comes to this gun right here, the A2, it's burst. It's burst fire. It's okay. You can get a scope on it, a 3x scope, I think. It's okay for sniping, not bad. Some people like it. I'm not a big fan. So now that we have that, what other gun could I use? Well, let's go to pistols. You have this M9. No matter what, don't use a pistol. I will always say that. It just wastes of space. You bring too many magazines. You don't need it. You never really use it. So now it leaves us with a few other options I could take as another gun. I could take a Law, an RPG, or one of these, maybe if I want one, or a sniper rifle. Don't take a machine gun. I would not do it. They weigh a lot. If you're gonna take a machine gun, I would full commit to being heavy and just take a rocket, just take a Law with it. The Law is very nice. 2.6 kilograms or 2.2 kilograms, and it only takes up one space. So don't take the saw. Did I say the saw or the Law? I don't know. Don't take the saw. Don't take the M60. You can take a sniper rifle if you want. Just beware, you're going to weigh a little bit. I will usually take the sniper rifle. So it's either I take a sniper rifle or I take a Law. I'll take either one, whatever I feel like I'm going to play. It's a great loadout. And look, it's only taken a couple minutes, but we're not even done yet. Let's go to ammunition. People argue about this all the time. I see a lot of people argue about it. Do I take a steel core, which is non-tracer fire bullets, or do I take tracers? I take both. See, people say they don't like tracers because the problem with tracers is that it shows where you're shooting from. That's the good thing about tracers, in my opinion, is that you can see where you're shooting if you're like shooting at a helicopter or if something like that. The cool thing about this game, fun fact a lot of people don't know about, is that if you shoot a helicopter with the tracer rounds, you'll actually set the gas tank on fire if you hit it. That's why if you run the M60, I would either run this AP tracer or just the tracer. You absolutely melt through helicopters like that. If you take AP, you'll just kill the people inside, but if you take tracer, you'll blow the helicopter up. So it's just it's a personal preference, but I usually take the steel core and tracer mag. And when it comes to this, I will take 5 to 7 magazines. 7's a little much, but like it kind of depends on how hot we're looking. So I'll go with 5 for here, and we'll get rid of the law to show you how versatile this can be. We'll take the sniper, and if we go over to our magazines, you'll start out with the sniper mag, special ball cartridges. Yeah, something like, I don't know what this is, but anyway, I just saw sniper mag. The sniper mag is, I think, quieter, or it doesn't drop. I don't know, but it's the base one you get, and I think you can also get this one, the Full Metal Jacket ones. But when you get to a certain rank, you can get AP mag, which is really good on this sniper. Arguably better than the VSD. I don't really agree with that. Some people say that, but let's just take the sniper mag here for instance. I'll probably take 4 to 5 of these. Usually I'll hang a little lower, go 4, because you already have one loaded. So now let's go to our grenades. When it comes to grenades, you have a whole variety of smokes and a frag grenade. Don't mind the banana, it's a mod. I will usually go for 3 to 4 of these grenades. Shoot. 3 to 4 grenades and 2 smokes. It's perfect. It's all you really need. You don't use them that much, but they're nice to have. And look at that. We have so much space still on our chest rig, and we're not even done. I can still put like more grenades if I want to, whatever I want. Now let's go over to medical. People overdo medical a lot. They don't understand it, and they don't do it correctly. Here's how I do it. I take 4 bandages, 1 for each limb, but usually that never really happens. I don't really ever have to use all of them. And then I take 6 morphine. I don't take any saline, and I don't take any tourniquet. Saline is only good if you're bleeding out, but it's a rare situation, and if you can wake up and patch the blood, you won't need saline. You'll just have to wait a long time to get saline from somebody else. Tourniquets is if you have a leg injury and you have already bandaged it, you then put a tourniquet on it, or maybe you don't bandage it and you put a tourniquet. I can't remember. I think it's no bandage tourniquet, and it will make it so you can use your leg. You can use your leg for a temporary time, but you might bleed out. It'll hurt. Anyways, when it comes to equipment, you'll spawn in, like the base kit will have a map, a compass, a binocular, a wristwatch, and a radio. I have had this game for almost 2 years, getting close to, probably a year and 8 months. I have never once used the wristwatch. Get rid of it. You don't need it. If you want it, you can have it, sure. It doesn't show up on your character. There's no use to it. There's really none. Now the compass, sure, maybe if you're starting out or if you need to give people directions on where you're getting fire from, it can be useful. But me, I don't use it. I just say what everybody else says. I always shoot from over there. So look, everything I have can already just fit in this. That's why I like the minimalistic gameplay. Look at that. I only needed the chest rig. I don't need the shirts or anything, but they do bring camouflage. So usually I will just pack them all into my trousers. I'm a little lazy, but this is just like that. It's been a few minutes and I've built myself a nice, decent loadout. It's not hard to do. Like some people sit here for so long figuring out what they want. I just made myself a great loadout with great guns, and it works in just a few minutes. But yeah, anyways, let's move on to the Soviets. Alright, here we are at Mortfort Castle. Very cool location of the game. Now, if we open the arsenal, we have pretty similar weapon choices, and a little bit more on the armor and clothing side than the NATO forces, but it's the same premise. Start with torso, stick with the rolled down sleeves. There's a little bit more options when it comes here. You have your like Soviet pilots or your blouse. This one gives you good neck protection. It's hard to see you like from behind. Good camouflage. It's a great shirt, but I'll stick with this M88 jacket, this one right here, and I'll go down to legs, take this one. Look at that. I don't know why it rolls up my ankles so far. Go to footwear. They only have one boot, so just take that one. See, I will actually run gloves sometimes because it does fit really well, so I'll do that here. When it comes to headwear, I usually stick with just these two helmets right here. I think I'll run this one sometimes, but I'll just do this one for today. Looks great. Go over here, take a balaclava. If you're playing vanilla, you won't have these balaclavas. They are mods, but if you do have them, I would suggest running them. They do kind of give you a little bit more camouflage, but not very much. Not like WCS camouflage. Okay, and now let's go to our vest. There's so many vests you can run on Soviets. There's more than you can on the NATO forces. I, 100% of the time, just run this vest. Only this vest. It's perfect. It does what I need it to. It weighs like nothing, and it gives me a lot of storage. When we scroll over here, we have 3 types of armor that we can use. The survival vest is the same as the one on NATO, just a lot of space, no armor. The 6B3 vest at the top right here takes up both this slot of the chest rig and the armor slot, and it has really good armor. But the downside is that it doesn't have like any space. There's like no space at all. You can only fit like a few magazines, and that is it. So I will typically just run the 6B2 vest. It does what I need it to. It gives me a little bit of armor penetration. I just have to play a little bit smarter, and that's all. And if we go to backpack, we have a few backpack options. They ditched the large backpack that the Americans have for an RPG assistant, or a specialist and assistant backpack. I kind of don't run any of these backpacks except for this backpack. The first one, it's small, it's just like the medical bag, gives me exactly what I need. Even if I'm running RPGs, you can fit 5 RPGs into here. 5 RPGs. Let me just show you, actually. Oh, shoot. 5. That's perfect. You don't need any more than that. So I will just I'll run this one pretty often. The Kolobach backpack, this is your medium-sized backpack. It's good. It carries a little bit more rockets, but overall, you don't really need it. And the RPG specialist, of course, you know, it's meant to hold RPGs, so it holds pretty good RPGs. But generally, I don't use it. I just stick with the Veshmashok. How do you pronounce it? No clue. Sorry, guys, I'm really tired. If we go to guns, move over to guns, we have a few options. If you're running modded, most modded servers will have the Mosin Nagant, but the only sniper on Russia is the SVD. I typically won't really run this in a loadout. It's good, it's okay. If you go to machine guns, you have 2 types of machine guns, the PKM and the RPK. I don't ever run the RPK. I don't really see a lot of people. It's not that good. It really isn't that good. The PKM is a helicopter destroyer. It is amazing for shooting down helicopters. It's a 250 round magazine you can get here, I think. Yeah, 250 rounds, and its base is 100, so that's just good. And it's a very large bullet. You have your rocket launchers. You have 3 different types of rocket launchers: the RPG-7, the RPG-22, and the 75. Both the 22 and the 75 are very similar, with the fact that they're only a few. The 22 is only a little bit bigger, but they're both anti-tank. The RPG-7 is interesting because if I take it out here, I'll show you. When it comes to the RPG-7, when you shoot the rocket, it will curve to the right. I know you couldn't really see that very well, but you'll notice it when you're firing it, is that it will really jump to the right. It's just the wind carrying that rocket. Anyways, before we even get into this, I should just start with this. You have 2 types of throwables when you're on the Soviets. You have your regular smokes and the grenades. It's the same thing. Take 2 of these and 3 of these. Perfect. You don't really need any more than that. It's amazing. When it comes to medical, also the same thing. 4. Just a few of those. And then when it comes to equipment, just the same thing. A map and a radio. You don't need anything more. It's perfect. Go down to rifles. Now we'll actually check out what we're going to use when it comes to our guns or our typical. Oh my god, I hate this whole system of moving things. It can be kind of tedious sometimes. Okay, so now there's a few options. When I'm running a sniper rifle like the SVD, I'll usually bring this, or lately I've been not, but I'll usually bring this AKS. The only problem with the AKS is that it's short range and it doesn't do a lot of damage from medium ranges. And that's okay, because instead I'll sacrifice a few extra pounds or kilograms and run this AK-74. Perfect gun, perfect loadout. I just bring a few magazines, amazing. Typically though, my loadouts consist of this. I take the AK-74 and I'll go over to a launcher, take an RPG. Fill up on RPGs, amazing. RPG is ready. I weigh 38 kilograms. If I need to, I can remove a few. If I don't want to, it's cool. If we go to ammunition here, when it comes to like the PM, don't use the PM. Don't use the PM. You have two magazines here that'll fit the AK variant guns. The normal AK mags and the RPK mags. The RPK mags have 15 more bullets, which is like, oh, that's not a lot. They only weigh not even 20, or they weigh 20.22 of a kilogram more. I always just bring the RPK mags. Just take the one, like the Americans. I take like 5. Perfect. Sometimes maybe I'll be a little different. Fill up my vest. Just with 6. Perfect. Amazing. Sometimes I'll actually take an assault rifle with a barrel mounted grenade launcher and take a few grenades. It's perfect. I mean, do you want to kill some people with grenades? Take this. Anyways, it only took me a few minutes, look at that, and I have a perfect loadout to go play Arma, have fun for the next few hours, and do everything I want to in this game. Don't be those guys sitting at the arsenals at your MOB, just building loadouts for half an hour, saving all your loadouts. It's annoying, nobody likes them. Just take a few minutes and go. I showed you how to build a loadout really fast. You should have no problem with it now. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, please like, subscribe, comment. Tell me any video suggestions you want to do, any tutorials, any ideas you want me to do in game. I'd love to do them. Any support is amazing support. For those of you who see me off Reddit, I love you all. I love the support I'm getting off that app. You guys are amazing. And just like that, peace out. I hope you had a good one, and I hope I see you later.